Welcome back to Apex Survival Europa on Space Engineers with Pixie Rain, and we got a lot done last episode, even though we were, I was checking the sound. Alright, well, we got good sound, so that's good. Sorry about the sinuses, guys, I just had a bit of a breakfast that was a little spicy, so... Alright, so here we are, and we're going to continue the breakdown of this. Hey, thanks for joining. Let's see here. Hold on just one second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Man, I tell you, this, I get a little something to drink here. Oh, goodness sakes. Alright. Oh, great. Looks like the sun's back. Alright, let's do this, guys. We want to get up here and get this material on the top done. So let's do some grinding. The way I see it, we'll get this off of here. Alright, I thought maybe that would make it drop, but apparently I'm not that lucky. Really? Well, this thing just really wants to be a pain, doesn't it? There we go. We'll get that with the truck here in a second. I want to get these things here while we're building up our... Alright, so now we're going to zip around here, get in here. Okay, now we're going to come around this way here. Really? Are we sliding away? Like, seriously? Get back here. You're not getting away that easy. Oh my gosh. It really is, like, going away. Like, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Yep, it's gone. Well, now we know that the pull of gravity from there is intense. So let's go this way and start getting this stuff knocked out. You know, I wonder if we can get. Will it work on those? No, probably not. All right. Well, we should be able to get some more stuff this way. Now we're just going to hold in place here. And we'll rotate this. Oh, that's good. It's getting it both above and below. So that's not bad. We're getting some materials taken care of here, and that's important. Alright, so Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, looks like it's a little bit tricky to do this, so looks like we're gonna have to get up here and do some hand grinding. That's okay. The pull of Jupiter is quite intense in this playthrough. I'm really kind of surprised at how powerful it is, but it kind of makes sense because Jupiter is the biggest planet. And so it kind of makes sense that it would have a humongous pull. Although I am really curious to know if that piece just ended up, or did it like... I really am curious. I'm like dying to know. Did that piece just drag away? Or was that piece like... Did it stay on the surface of Europa? That's what I'm curious to know. But I'm not so curious that I want to drive over there and see. Because I don't want to know that bad. Really don't. Not that bad, no. What is this? Oh, is this the battery? Oh, it is the battery. Ah! Okay, well, that means this is going to become... Ah, no, 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 no. We're doing that again? Seriously, dude? Alright, what's our food status looks like? Oh, crap. We've got to figure out food. Alright, we got a steak dinner here. It's going to give us 100% food. So we're going to hold out until we're a little bit more hungry, and then we're going to do it. Let's take a look and see what our status is on our containers. Oh, we still got plenty of room. Okay, so let's see here. We should be able to transfer materials that are small. No? Really? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's small enough. That's small enough. So this isn't small enough. This isn't small enough. Neither is this. Okay. Okay, no problem. So let's go up here to the cockpit here, and we're going to take all this stuff out of here. And this is where we're going to put these things. Alright, that's pretty much it, huh? Oh, well, that's underwhelming. Okay. Let's put this and this in there, and then we'll leave it alone. How about that? Because we'll throw the extra tools in the modular car. Oh, they won't go through there, will they? Ha! Alright, let's get back. Let's get on the ball here and drop off the materials we have into the containers, because the way I see it, we need to get ourselves a base set up. That's got to be a priority that we have. So we need to get this ground up as much as we can. Oh, we're doing it again. I mean, the grinder idea is really cool. It does give us some extra storage, but here's the challenge. Well, we've got the gives us extra storage, but also gives us the ability to tear down stuff that's ground level. I'd like to figure out a way. I maybe put some pistons on the front so we can elevate it a little bit, and that'll let it do it too. Good, now we got enough of a deal going on here, we can get back into it again. This should give us plenty of materials to be able to get a base going, but I really think doing it on the other side of Europa, opposite that gas giant, is going to be instrumental in successfully doing this. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, crud. Now we got to go back, because we're getting roasted. Now, will that plate stay there, or will it start slowly sliding off to Jupiter? I don't know. We're going to find out. But right now, we're just kind of here. Roasting. Toasting. And hungry. We're really hungry, guys. Ah, okay, so that's why that... Okay, so the circle, the targeting circle there, I bet that's where it connects us to the voxel below. If we cut that off, I wonder if it'll stay up there or if it'll fall back down like the other did. On the off chance it'll fall down, I don't want to do it because I don't want to lose those materials, because stuff starts sliding pretty quick once Jupiter gets a hold of it. Alright. Back in we go. It's a shame. I really need to, like... I wish I could get that... if we could get some way... Is there some way to put the cockpit above this? And then... if we had the cockpit above this, and then we had some sort of conveying system that allowed us to be able to take stuff from the cockpit directly into the cargo, that would be ideal, really, because then we would be able to do handwriting, jump back in, offload while we're doing the exposure, reset while we're healing from the radiation, and then get back into it again. And the elevated position would give us a better visibility of the area from inside the cockpit too. Huh. I think we could do it, but we would have to remove the extenders, put in conveyor junctions. We need three of them straight across is what we need, because we're going to need to be able to hook the grinders back into it, which would extend us out a little bit further, but not much. I wonder if we could do that, if it would be too heavy though. I don't know if it'd be too heavy. I mean, I guess we could probably swap it out with the back, but that's where we're going to put the, oh yeah, the food situation is what we're going to do, but hopefully we have a base in place. But if we did that, let's jump back over here, and let's stand right here. And then we're standing right here, and then we're going to crouch down. That would be our view from in the cockpit, and that's not bad, but it doesn't give us what we want to see, you know? I have to think about that some more. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. No you don't. Okay, where are we at? We are at 2341. That's not bad. Okay, not bad at all. We'll drop these in here. I'll drop those in there too. We can drop some of those in there. And let's go ahead and make a deposit in this bin here. About what's left. Yes, I know I'm roasting slowly, because that's what we do in this playthrough, is we do a lot of roasting. Oh my gosh, we're starting to get really hungry though, but that's okay, because we're going to go ahead and eat that food here in a few minutes. I want to bring that down as close as I can get to toast. Okay, let's see here. I think we got enough down. That's good enough for me. Alright, let's get to the front here. Of course! It only takes a couple of moments and then we're back in square one again. Alright, I think we're low enough on our food wheel here to go ahead and eat our last meal, the steak dinner. This is going to be a choice cut of meat cooked to perfection and adorned with exotic spices, rich in protein, vitamins, nutrients, served with a full spread of complimentary side dishes. Supreme comfort. It is going to be basically the meal that we're going to eat. That is, now we gotta get something set up where we're gonna be okay, which means we need to get that rotor going. We're experimenting with some stuff, but you know what? I gotta get that rotor. We need that rotor in place. We've got to get our food production going, and we need to do it now while we're fully healed and hungry and, you know, all that fun stuff. So let's see what we got. We've got some steel. That's good. We can get stuff started this way. It's going to take us a few minutes, but we're going to pull off of the wreck first and then go from there. So let's go ahead and begin. And it's got to begin with, we need a rotor. Not just any rotor though. We need an advanced rotor. And we need it to be, of course, that one. Okay, let's let our level going down there. See, the nice thing is because of the way because it's one square below the level of those cargo pods, it's gonna look kind of flush. I'm hoping it's gonna keep a low profile, and that's gonna allow us to not be top heavy, because you do not want to be top heavy, particularly with big giant gas giant there who just keeps trying to pull us out. Which, by the way, I noticed that Triton is getting closer. Or Titan, I mean. Yeah. Maybe we can get off of this planet and go there. I don't know. Okay, the goal here is just to get our base built, get the heck off of this thing, and make it out of here, okay? Alright. And off we go again. Let's go ahead and get the base in here. Okay, we need motors, computers, and all that. Let's see. We'll take that. Up. I was gonna just use stuff from there, but I realized I kind of need a few things from down here too, because that looks like that's mostly all just other components, although the large steel tubes in that light will be very useful. But like I say, we gotta wait. That's just what we gotta do. This is a hurry up and wait situation going on here. So I would have liked to have done these constructions inside of a pressurized environment, but yeah, we didn't do that. Back at it again we go. Okay, let's see here. We'll take that. Motors, where are they at? I know we got motors here somewhere. I know I'm getting hurt doing this. I know it. All right, let's get in there. Ah, man, this is brutal, guys. Brutal. I mean, it's just, how hard is it, you know?
Your health is low.
Okay, gonna let it charge up a little bit here. Okay, I figure when it gets down to probably about 60, or 50, somewhere between 60 and 50, we'll jump out there and do it again. Alright, let's do it again. Okay, construction components. We can get that from here. Okay, let's zip back in. Get in there. Okay. Then the next trick is we're going to finish getting that welded up, and then we're going to put a large grid rotor, just like we did with the refinery. And then we're going to put on top of that. Now, by doing it like this, I believe this is a pass-through rotor. So by doing this, it's an advanced rotor, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I'm pretty sure their 3x3 is an advanced rotor. Yep, see, it's an advanced rotor. Now, the advantage of an advanced rotor, of course, you can pass through stuff. So any algae that is created by the algae farm will go directly into the system and into the ship and I mean the vehicle, and it'll be stored in the cargo. Your survival kit can turn it into kelp crisps, which will then be food. So that being said, we're going to go to the survival kit right now while we're waiting, and I'm going to go ahead and queue up about 40 of these. That way it automatically pulls the algae and makes crisps for us, so we can continuously be okay that way. Let's go ahead and get this locked in place. Now the tricky part. We got to get a rotor, and it's going to have to be large. Come on, really? No. I want large. No, I want the. Dude. I can't do it fast enough, guys. I'm trying to work the controls to get the menu over, and it's like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Europa gonna fry you. Europa gonna fry you. It's like, come on, give me a second, Europa. I mean, my goodness. All right, let's get this okay, now. Good gravy. All right, back in we go. Europa, you're frustrating me. This is probably one of the most frustrating playthroughs I've had in a while. I think it's for me it's frustrating because you have to continuously rush really quick and stop, rush really quick and stop. The other playthroughs that are frustrating for me are the ones like where I don't have a jetpack and it's I'm constantly having to jump around on things. That's mildly frustrating too, but that's okay. That's okay, guys, because I mean it's just how it is, you know. So let's get this thing set up here. We're gonna go. Come on, come on. There we go. No, no. Okay, now we got the advanced rotor part. Oh, no, 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 no. We gotta get in here. We gotta get in here.
Health low.
Yeah, I know, suit lady. No, 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 no. We don't wanna be toast. Oh, it's really cooked. It really cooked us this time. Oh man, come on, get down to. We went really high too. Oh no, no, guys, this is not good. Come on. Oh man, come on. We're almost there. Almost there. A little bit more. Come on. Yes! I didn't want that steak dinner to go to waste. So if we died, we'd be back to 100% hunger, and then that's like, well, we just spent all that time to spent that food, you know. We don't want to put to waste. Okay, the next goal is to get that little bit of a rotor head in there. We're going to need a few minutes to do that, so we're going to sit here for a second. I really honestly want to grind that off, but I'm afraid that if we do, maybe I can get us into a position where, I mean, we might be able to line up. Wow, you know what it is? We're heavy, and gravity knows that. And Jupiter is hungry. Very hungry. Okay. I might be able to do this. When it falls down, I might be able to cut it up. So let's do that. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot, guys. Oh, come on. Let's do it. Hell, that's gone. Yep, see? They already got it. There he goes. I'm not chasing that. Nope. If I chase that thing, we won't be going anywhere, guys. Alright, guys. Well, we did it. Okay. Now let's get this large grid rotor part in place here. I want to line it up so it drops right correctly. Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay. No problem. So this is what we got to do, guys. We need to set up something that blocks good old-fashioned freaking Jupiter from causing us grief here. Because, you know, Europa gets to cause us grief, but Jupiter's giving us grief too. Because it's sucking our weird thing. You know what it could do? We could turn... You know what? We're doing it. It just occurred to me, what if we turned our vehicle around, you know? And then we faced Jupiter, which is our biggest source of trouble. No. No. Okay, we faced it, because I could feel it pulling me that way. Alright, so here we go again. We're gonna try it one more time, guys. Oh gosh, why do you always do that? No! Good gravy! That's so frustrating. It's like it touches the small grid and immediately switches over. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't do that. Because I'm trying to get it in position, and as soon as my cursor falls over, it's like switch. It's like no, because 3x3 doesn't have anything there, so it just switches it over. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Don't do that. Stop messing with me, Clang. I don't need it. I just want that rotor in place. I mean, it's going to be an achievement just to get that thing in there. I mean, come on. Oh, crap, and I didn't realize this, but I was still in blue from the last one I was playing because I was playtesting another scenario, and that scenario I was doing blue that time, so we're going to have to actually change that to red once we get it done, I guess. Because I forgot I left my color scheme in blue. I really should change my color schemes once I start, you know. Alright, let's do this again. This time we're going up here, guys. I am not playing that game. I am going up here, and then we're going to rotate, rotate, and then we're going to figure out where you're at, and then we're going to drop it in there, hopefully. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh man, this is so frustrating, guys. I just need a few minutes. You know what it is? I'm not patient, and I'm not sitting here waiting for my exposure levels to go way, way down. I just, you know what? This is what we're gonna do, guys. I only see a couple of things. I'm not. I'm gonna. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna try something since we have time for exposure levels and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna run on a theory here, guys. Okay, so my thought is, if I first of all get over this, don't. I'm on the brake, for goodness sakes, you guys. Stay put. Now, my thought is if we go to the wheel and we lower the height offset down, all the way down, and then we activate our grinder. Ha! Alright, so, in theory, if that's the case, we should be able to slowly come up here and maybe kind of drag ourselves along and get this stuff that's in the ice? Or is it, it looks like it's too small. Oh, you know what we could do? Idea. So what if we put the off-road suspension in the back part, and then we raise that stuff up, which should tilt us forward. Ha ha ha! And now we can do this without getting out of our thing, and our exposure levels can go down. Oh, I like that. No, those are too deep. Alright, let's go ahead and turn those off. Let's take the wheels back up to... wow. Well, that was kind of cool. Hey, I haven't bounced something like that in a while. That was pretty sweet, I have to admit. Alright, now let's go ahead and do what we're going to do with this thing. Because, well, honestly, we've got a little bit of wiggle room right now, so let's go ahead and use that wiggle room. Oh, you bloody... Really? I want large grid. Come on, rotor. Ah! How in the hell did that even happen? Oh my gosh, really? Okay, we gotta do something else here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this, 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 and this. Okay. I don't really care because I'm not gonna grind those up. I just want something that holds it in place so it doesn't go bouncing all over the place. Alright, so while that's going on, let's go ahead and continue on our little drive away from Jupiter. Alright, we're going this way. Figure we might as well make it useful, right? We're pretty heavy laden down, but I'm driving to see if we can find some ore patches. I want to have a base that's on ore patches, but I also want to be on the opposite side of that beastie. There's some silver. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, cobalt. That's a good one. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to set... Let's go with cobalt. There we go. Keep track of that just in case we do want to come back to it, but we also want to be on the other side of this thing. So we're going to drive for a little ways, get on the other side of it. I don't want our stuff to start drifting off, and I'd like to have us be on a relatively stable base. But we also want to be, you know, where there's some ore patches. That would be really nice. I think I'm going to run on a theory, but I'm pretty sure when the ice has got a grayish color like we saw over there, that's probably got ore patches in it. That's my guess. It's really hard to tell on Europa. I mean, it's really tricky to be able to tell what is an ore patch and what isn't. We're at 28G. Okay, looks like the gravity's increasing. That's concerning. I don't see Jupiter though, so... Oh, iron patch. Here we go. Alright. Oh, there he is. That stupid Jupiter. Alright. So we're going to try this again before we get roasted again. Alright, let's see. Alright. Okay, let's get to the eroder. Attach. Ha! I win. Okay, now we need pipes. Oh, man. Alright, now that we have our rotor in place. Alright, so I'm going to wait until we get down with the exposure levels, and then, you know, now that we found a place where we could actually be a base, but I don't know. There's, I looked back there and I was like, look, it's not there, and then there it is. It's like, okay. So we're going to mark this as iron. And we're going to keep moving. It's not that I don't want to see it in the background, I just don't want to deal with the gravity issue of it going that way, so. Alright, now, in theory... Once the gravity lines up, it should... I don't know if 28's the maximum gravity we're going to have. But I'm trying to get on the opposite side here, but it's a challenge, because look at it, we're really hauling heavy. Like, really heavy. But we definitely want iron. Preferably, we're scouting for all of the basic ores we need. And that's going to be nickel, silicone, iron, cobalt. Of course, you know, other ores are welcome, but that's really the big ones we want, because that's what's going to get us off this planet. I mean, we could probably do it with ion drives, but it's going to be really hard with the gravity the way it is. Ideally, we do hydrogen, which is going to require grids. And grids are cobalt. Ice, silver, ice, oh, cobalt. Yeah, but I'm looking for the trifecta. We want to try to find that trifecta if we can. And preferably a little bit away would be nice. I don't want to have things sliding away off to Jupiter. Jupiter keeps stealing my stuff, and I'm not okay with that, really. Plus, who knows, maybe we'll find another salvage out here. That would be really nice too. I mean, a salvage would do the job. If we found a salvage, we'd probably have enough iron that we could probably get our base built and then have our ship take off. We just want a basic bunker with pressurization, and ideally, I was thinking we should make a pressurized silo that we can work on the ship without having to worry about this, uh-oh. Ooh. What is this? No, look, I was thinking this was like ores, but because it looks gray. I was getting all excited, guys. I thought, okay, cool, we've got ores here, and in reality, we do not. It's like, okay. Oh wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! Iron. I just saw it. There it is on the right. All right, so we've got some iron in here. What else we got? Just iron? Sometimes there's iron and nickel too. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and mark this as iron. I'm looking for nickel and silicone too, though. If they're close by, this could be...
Storm inbound.
Of course there is. This could be a good spot. We're at 29G. Wow. We actually did go up in gravity a little bit. Hopefully the rocks don't hit us. That would really suck right about now. Where are they coming from? Where are they at? Oh, they're back there. Okay. That's okay. They can go back there. That's fine. I'm not seeing any... We need nickel and we need silicone. That's what we need. Uh-oh. We're on like a freaking ice mountain here, I guess. Not seeing any. Okay, so that's just an iron deposit, so we press on. We're looking for nickel and silicone, guys. Preferably close to iron, but we'll take iron, but we need the others too. I mean, we could break down some materials, but I would prefer not to have to do that. Yeah, it's all ice, all kinds of... You know, I kept thinking that ores were there, but yeah, you can't even see them. It's like you gotta win a lottery to freaking find what you need out here. We're marking them though as we're going. We're doing a lot of scouting. We've got a few hours left of energy on this. We have materials, we could probably make some stuff too, but... I do need to get that algae farm going though. Maybe that's what we'll do now. Let's hold up. Let's get that algae farm up. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fix our paint problem. Alright, now let's get this algae farm in place here. Oh yeah, that's the other thing we need to do. We gotta lock that rotor. Inertial tensor, rotor lock. I don't want it doing any kind of weird stuff. Alright, now glass, steel, that. We're gonna need that. And that. And that. Okay. Okay, we need the glass, that. We'll take that. So I want to be able to get this algae thing going while we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do for a base location. Ah, it's crooked. Oh well. We'll have to deal with it. Because that's the trick, guys. We want to find a location that's close by those ore spots. And now we've marked other ore spots too, so we can drive out and mine those too if we need to. But local mining is going to be a lot better than long distance mining in these conditions. So we're going to wait it for a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and let that exposure level get down a little bit. A lot of little bits going on here, guys. A lot of little bits. But we got this. We got this. Alright. Actually, while we're waiting, we might as well move forward and see if we can't find another spot. Wow. Okay. So, a couple things we're going to do here. First of all, we got to up the strength and the power. Because it's all about momentum. Alright, let's keep on trucking here while we're letting that go down. I'm trying not to drive too fast because we find an ore with the mass we have on this vehicle, it's gonna be hard to stop. Like, it's like a cannonball right now. We go too fast, we're gonna flip right past something, and looks like we're at 29.29 G, which is not bad. But we're looking for places where we might find some ore in here, and that would be ideal. And I don't see... Oh, wow. Did we really... Oh, what's that? A rock. Ooh, that could be golden right there. That could be what we need, is rocks. I forgot there's rocks on this place. Wow. Okay, what kind of rock do we got here? What did we win today? Cobalt. Perfect. Okay. That's an easy win there. We're going to go ahead and stop right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to set a GPS, but we're going to set a different one. Those other ones are all like... So we're going to call this... And we're going to call it rock. It's going to be a co-rock. And so that it shows up differently, we're going to switch it to green. Alright, that's good. That is an easy win, honestly. And we've had enough here where we're going to go ahead and get that off, and we're going to jump up here and get this going. We have enough to get it active, guys. This is great. Now we've got some farm. Be able to get some farming in. That is just absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and... This is probably going to be all ice anyway. But let's get some of this... I want to get some of this cobalt so that we can go ahead and get our stuff set up. Alright, let's get a bit of, where did it roll out or anything? Nope. Okay, good. Just want to get a little bit of this. We'll load it up in there. It's going to make it heavier, but you know what? It's worth it because we're going to need these. Alright. Now, if this was not cobalt and instead was steel, we'd probably load an entire container, but it's not. So we're going to keep it going the way it is. Hopefully we can find ourselves a little bit of an iron, silicone, nickel setup. That would be great. We're gonna kind of take a second and drive around where this cobalt rock is, just because it would be really convenient if it was nearby, because you know it would be just nice. But I'm not seeing anything but ice. Only ice on the scanners. But we'll keep it in about a kilometer radius. Let's see if anything pops up out here. Of course, if we could find a few more rocks, that would be lovely. Let's see, I'm looking. I'm not seeing anything out here close to the cobalt rock. Alright, we're at 30.30, so we're about as far away, I think. I don't know. I don't think the gravity's going to get any bigger, but we don't have Jupiter there trying to kill us, so that's a good sign. Well, I don't know that he's trying to kill us. Jupiter's just trying to make our lives miserable by stealing our stuff. That's kind of what's going on with that. So, but I'm not seeing any kind of ores within like a click of that thing. Man, I was really hoping we could get something that was within a kilometer of it. Well, you know, iron, 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 iron. There it is, right there. Iron, hot dog. Oh, iron, nickel, cobalt. Oh, we have got the perfect spot. And I am literally like, oh, this is absolutely brilliant. Look, we have nickel there. Back there we've got iron. Over there we've got cobalt. We're on a perfect spot. I think we found our spot, guys. I think this is where we're going to drop down roots and get our base set up. I think this is it. We've got everything we need. We got some additional cobalt over there. So we're going to do a real quick check. We've got iron directly below us. I think, yeah, iron's right below us. Trying to see here if it's actually, yeah, right about here is going to be the iron. So, and then we've got cobalt right over there. We've got nickel over there. Going to do my jetpack and see if we've got any silicone nearby, because that would really make it even better. We do need to have some silicone on hand. But I'm confident that we'll probably find some at some point. I'm doing a quick up, 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 up. Back we go, back we go, back we go. Before we roast to death. Alright. Okay. So that's how we're going to do it. We've got our place. I mean, at least we've got the nickel. At least we've got the iron. Both of those are really important. We can break down like the antenna assemblies to get a little bit of silicone, stuff like that. But because we're going to need it. We need silicone and we need nickel to create power cells so that we can be able to build batteries, you see. And we're going to need at least one battery on our base. Since Europa does have a slight atmosphere, we could probably get away with turbines to be able to get some power generation, and then of course solar panels for the sun, which is intense. But here's the problem with solar panels, guys. We have to have silicone, and that's the challenge. So, you know, I think the biggest difference between the moon and between Luna and the and Europa is the fact that on Europa, at least you can use turbines, but you can't find silicone very well, so solar panels are hard to do. But on the flip side, on the moon, there's no air, so turbines are useless, but solar panels are useful. And there's rock there, and you can use that. So, I don't know. But this is really harsh, but I think we're good to go. I think we're going to definitely be able to make a base. As a matter of fact, you know, I was going to call this an episode, but we're not going to call this an episode. We're going to do some groundwork here. So let's get up here and see about getting some. Let's get some materials here. Let's see. We need. All right. Well, this is what we got right here. We're going to use a bunch of steel plates. How about that? Okay. So we're going to put it on the. Let's see. That's the iron side of things. Actually, you know what? I'm trying to see where the best spot is. We're doing some movement prospecting here. Alright, let's get back in here before we die. We're probably going to get toasted anyway. I'm trying to find the best place to do the actual platform, but you know, I'm seeing that it doesn't really matter because we're just going to tunnel our way down. And it's just going to be
Low health.
you know, it's kind of one of those things, guys, where you know,
Your health is low.
I'm curious to know whether the radiation goes underground. I'm really curious, but I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure we get exposed to radiation anytime we're outside of a pressurized environment, honestly. But I want to be able to get some sort of structure built up, and I think we're going to do it to the right, and we're going to make it relatively small and compact. And then once we do that, we're going to see about getting a pressurized hangar bay set up. We're going to have to do half blocks a lot because we want to limit our amount of use for these blocks because I don't want to. I don't. We're going to need every single ounce of steel to get this done. All right, let's do this. So without further ado, we're going to put that sucker right here. We're going to start building right there. And you know what we're going to start out with? We're going to start out with, and we're making it red. Why not? And then we'll paint the outside. But I'm going right up here. Make a row up. Okay, sit down. We're going to need these because we're going to, and actually, you know what? I'm going to take those and drop a bunch of steel off in here. And then we're going to go back here. We're going to pull a bunch of that. Let's see. We're going to pull... Oh. Well, we need 4. We're going to need... We got to have power. So... we're going to pull those. We're going to pull that. The idea here is we want to get a turbine in place. That's what I'm aiming at least. We need... It's like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I want to get this. Come on. Yes, my health is low. That's because Europa keeps frying me. I feel like an overcooked fish. Okay. No problem. Gotta be patient. Oh, let's check our, we should check our situation with our algae farm. Did we get... Have we... Oh, we've got 1 algae left. Oh, man, that's not enough. But survival kit hasn't gotten any yet. Oh, that's gonna suck. If we can't get any food, we're gonna be really in a bad way. But that's okay. We could go with the taller one, but I gotta keep a lower profile. For now, we'll keep that right where it's at. And it'll be fine. So, alright, so we need interior plates for this. Alright, no problem. Now let's get this propeller in place here. Getting the turbine is critical because stuff tends to despawn when it's not powered, and I don't want our base to disappear because, well, honestly, the material is... Alright. Wow. That is not putting out a lot of power, guys. Wow. Okay, do we have any solar panels available in here at all, anywhere?
Low.
I'm aware. No, we do. Yeah, we do. We have 8. So we have enough for a small grid solar panel. You know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm thinking we're going to want to hook a connector to that. And then we're going to want to build up the connector to the vehicle. And then we're going to have to mate them together and allow some base power, kind of a merge power situation. So let's go ahead and zip back here and get this all set up. We're going to need 6 motors to make that happen. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to jump back in the thing here and we're going to see if we got any motors. I bet we don't. I bet we used them all when we put together the rotor. Yep, that's about the fact of it. We've got some iron and stuff in the survival kit, so we might be able to produce a few in here. So we'll do about 30, because we're going to need them for 2 different things. So, and that's good. We've got some ingots and stuff from when we had the other stuff going on and what we salvaged. So this is good. This is really good. We'll get this set up, and then we'll get the other one set up, and that should do the trick. So let's go ahead and go to the inventory, and we'll snatch up our... There we go. Because I want this to be able to... Alright, now, over here, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to set up... Let's go with... cooking me. You're cooking me. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll... Now, in theory, we should be able to get it lined up without smacking it too hard. I don't want to knock it down, so we're gonna wait for a few minutes. We'll go over there. We'll weld up the blocks on that propulsion and the other, and then hopefully we can back to it, and then from there we'll build off of it onto the base. That way we can pull materials from it and utilize this as our storage for now, which is kind of what I had in mind. If we need to, we can always take the grinders off, but I prefer not to. We're gonna get this, guys. We got this. You know, it's gonna happen.
Health low.
Yep, I'm aware. Ah. All right, let's see here. I didn't want that to smack it too much, so let's see if we can. All right. So now let's we got to get some pipes. All right. And we'll grab the motors here in a second. Ow, 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 ow.
Health low.
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you, Suit Lady. I always wanted to know that my health was low because this bloody planet is cooking me like a piece of barbecued steak. Alright. Come on, let's get set up on this. Oh, man. Is there going to be any weather at all, or are we just going to need to do a solar panel on the top of this thing too, huh? Oh, you know what we could do? Well, no, not really. We could. I was gonna say we could put an algae farm up on top, but if we did that, then that would kind of be in the. It would kind of. Well, it would work if we did that. We could use the materials from this rotor assembly, I guess. But anyway, let's get this done. All right.
Your health is low.
I'm aware of my health, Suit Lady. All right, we're good to go. We're all connected up, and it appears we're getting some power. That's good. Let's take a look and see what we got for our battery situation. So it says here our current output's 160, current input is 98, but here's the thing. Yes, we're going to deplete it and we've got more output than input, but we have input, and that's from that turbine up there. So we just need to get a solar panel in place, but we don't have enough. So we've got enough for a solar panel for the vehicle, but not for us. So what we could do is move the what's the algae farms? Let's see. The half algae farm puts 20 kilowatts. And what is the output of this wind turbine? Oh, it makes more than enough. So we could put the algae farm on there, actually. So I was thinking what I might do is stick the algae farm somewhere on there. I'm not sure where. But I'm thinking if we have it on there, it could be producing some algae for us while we're doing what we do. Maybe we'll put an H2O2 gen, run it over, or maybe I don't know. Well, anyway, we did it. We got the start for our base. We've got a beginnings to get off of Europa, to be able to survive on Europa safely. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Apex Survival Europa. Hopefully we can get this base built next episode and get pressurized and then work on the hangar. Who knows? Maybe we'll just make the hangar and the base one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you again next time on Space Engineers. Bye.